Breaking on the 4, a big data breach at UAB could expose more than 19,000 patients' information. Alan Collins live with what to do if you're one of them.
Tuscaloosa moving from mourning police officer Darnell Coussette's death to seeking justice for his murder. The suspect in court today. The male victims of domestic violence often suffer in silence. Tonight, the way men can get help and support.
Live and on your side, WBRC Fox 6 News starts with First Alert Weather.
A lot to get to today, but we do start with the 9th day in a row. We have set a record together, folks. Another high temperature.
Yes, Lord. Chief Meteorologist JP Dice has your weather every 6. And JP, we should see some cooler changes for the weekend, right?
Yeah, we're going to see some changes on Sunday. Tomorrow is still a hot day. Tomorrow we may end up breaking a record as well. 92, that was the record high back in 1925 and 1911. Our forecast today, 98 degrees. We'll see what that official high is as that comes out within the hour. We did notice a change in those dew points as the drier air has moved in, so that's made things feel a little bit more comfortable. You may have noticed this during the morning hours. I know it's still very hot out there, but the drier air does make it a bit more bearable. That drier air mainly to our north and north of Interstate 20, and we've been noticing that kind of scoot in from the east. Even tomorrow, I think it's possible areas east of Interstate 65 may be a few degrees cooler. This is the hour-by-hour forecast for this evening. At 6 p.m., the temperature 94 degrees, 92 at 7 o'clock, and we'll be at 89 degrees at 8 p.m. Looking at a mainly clear sky tonight for high school football. Coming up over the next several days, we do have some rain in the forecast. That rain comes in a little bit tomorrow, more organized on Sunday. We'll give you the lowdown on what you can expect here in just a few minutes.
Breaking on the 4, Alabama's biggest single employer, UAB, announcing a data breach.
That breach where hackers got to employees and possibly exposed some information about maybe 20,000 patients. Alan Collins live with more on the hack and what UAB is doing to try and protect both employees and you as a patient, Alan.
Well, John, yeah, it's a big deal. Now, all this went down last August, and we just got word about it today as they were investigating what happened and how to deal with it. Apparently, this hacker did use a technique that is common, basically accessing employees' records, all in an effort to get their payroll money. Now, the Better Business Bureau of Central Alabama, we talked to them today, and they said this method has the hacker sending an email to the employees pretending to be a superior here at UAB. In this case, they asked those employees to provide information in a survey. Now, that included passwords and usernames, a big deal. Now, UAB's medicine, their electronic health records and billing systems, they were not hacked. They want to make that perfectly clear. Now, the hackers did seek the workers' payroll and their money. The university says some records during this hacking may have been viewed, and that's patients' records. That's why they notified about 20,000 patients. A small number of them could have had their names, birthdates, social security numbers, all could have been exposed.
This type of hack is called business email compromise, BEC. BBB just did a big study on this and found that businesses have lost almost $3 billion using these types of scams.
And, you know, obviously this has been used before and more than likely will be used again. UAB tries to stay on top of this. They provide training for their employees in the past. They are probably looking to do that again. They are also want to make sure that their patients are taken care of. They are offering 1 year free credit monitoring and reporting services to those affected patients if they were exposed in this matter. Certainly UAB says they're committed to protecting their patients, and they're certainly working to make sure this doesn't happen again. In Birmingham, Alan Collins, WBRC, Fox 6 News on your side.
New on the 4, Luther Watkins arriving to Tuscaloosa's courthouse under heavy security today. He is the man accused of shooting and killing Tuscaloosa police officer Darnell Cousette. Kelvin Reynolds live after being in the courtroom with what he saw inside. Kelvin.
Well, Jonathan, a probable cause hearing wrapped up here inside the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse about an hour ago. Tuscaloosa County District Judge Jim Gentry decided there was enough evidence for the capital murder charges against Donald Watkins to remain in place and for him to continue to be held in the Tuscaloosa County Jail on no bond. Now, here is video of Watkins as he arrived at the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse earlier today. Now, during that probable cause hearing, we heard some new evidence in the case that prosecutors have against Watkins. Among the things we heard today, now Lonnie Bochelle, an investigator with the Tuscaloosa Violent Crimes Unit, testified that witnesses not only placed Watkins at the scene of the shooting where Officer Cousette was killed, but also at Northport DCH where he was later arrested several hours after that fatal shooting occurred. We also understand that there is security video from Northport DCH that showed Watkins throwing out something out of a fanny pack that turned out to be 9mm bullets, matching the same kind of gun that reportedly killed Officer Cousette. We also learned that they recovered a weapon, a bloody gun found in a toolbox next to a home not too far from where the shooting occurred. We also understand that Watkins was shot twice and that Officer Cousette was shot once. Now, what's happening next in this case? The judge also decided that a grand jury will look at evidence in this case to determine whether or not any further charges could be handed down against Luther Watkins. Now, coming up on Fox 6 News at 5 p.m., we'll hear from the attorney that was chosen to represent Luther Watkins in court. Live in Tuscaloosa, Kelvin Reynolds, WBRC. Fox 6 News on your side.
And this just into our news, and within the last half hour, Hoover police say that afternoon house fire we showed you on Wednesday was intentionally set.
The fire happened Wednesday afternoon on Scout Trace Lane. Nobody was home at the time of that fire, but the family pet did not survive. Police say a surveillance camera recorded a man on the back patio wearing a backpack sprayer and pouring a liquid accelerant from that container. And this just into our newsroom now. Police saying they believe that suspect would have been leaving the area between 2:13 and 2:20 p.m. So if you saw anything suspicious, call police right away. New on the 4, Tuscaloosa's Violent Crimes Unit is looking for the gunman who shot and robbed a man while he was sitting in his car. It happened on 48th Place East around 1 this morning. Police say the gunman demanded the man's cell phone and wallet and fired several shots. The victim was hit in the stomach. He is expected to recover. Call police if you know anything that could help the investigators find the shooter. And we've learned the name of the man shot and killed in the Norwood community of Birmingham. 36-year-old Robert Bloodsaw III was found with a gunshot wound last night at his home on 23rd Place North. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. So far, police have no arrests in this case. Well, new on the 4, an Anniston City Council member facing ethics charges and today defending his vote that launched the investigation.
State Ethics Commission voting Wednesday to refer the case against Anniston Councilor Jay Jenkins to prosecutors. Back in March, he voted in favor of the government temporarily moving into Consolidated Publishing's building, a building owned by the company where his wife works. Jenkins today telling us, quote, "I did what I thought was best for the city, and I'd do it again."
And our first alert temperatures, and they're record-breaking once again. Here's where we stand. 98 degrees right down Tuscaloosa. Broke a record there. 97 in Birmingham. Record-breaking in Birmingham. 95 Pell City. 96 in Anniston. 98 in Alabaster. 99 degrees right now in Jasper. What we are watching, it is going to be relatively cool tonight, especially after 8, 9 o'clock with that drier air in place. Once the sun goes down, it is going to be quite comfortable. The rain chance is climbing on Sunday, in particular during the afternoon, and fall temperatures in the forecast for next week. Here's a look at the big changes. That rain arrives on Sunday, moisture starting to come in from the southeast, cooler temperatures just off to the west and northwest. That cooler air is going to arrive right on cue Monday night into Tuesday. So we're going to feel the effects of that front coming up Tuesday morning. Back in just a few minutes, we'll talk about our extended forecast, some football weather too. That's all straight ahead. Time now for traffic. Here's Jill.
Thanks, JP. Well, we have heavy delays. You're looking at 65 southbound. Looks like a parking lot right now. Not what you want to see if you're coming from downtown Birmingham, because we have a crash that is creating these delays. So then again, these heavy delays are starting to impact folks coming off of 2059. The Crash is right after University Boulevard. The left lane is blocked and people are crawling 6 to maybe 8 miles per hour. That's our only crash right now. Delays starting to develop 459 both north and southbound. As we wind out the view, 65 looks pretty much fantastic as you head down into Shelby County. That's your First Alert traffic update.
New on the 4, a wood pellet producer today says they're going to spend $175 million on a new plant in Sumter County. Governor Ivey in Livingston today with executives from Enviva revealing the new plant will create 85 jobs at the plant, another 180 in logging and transportation when construction begins next year. Speaking of jobs, the new jobs report out this afternoon shows a lot more of us are getting them.
Yeah, look at this. Unemployment hit a 50-year low in September with the economy adding 130,000 jobs and the unemployment rate dropping 3.5%.
As drought conditions worsen in our area, more businesses are feeling the impact.
And voters in Birmingham next week will decide whether you'll keep a property tax that brings $30 million to the city's school system. What happens if it doesn't pass?
Fierce and beautiful. Why these survivors wearing pink are just as comfortable wearing boxing gloves.
New developments at 4 of the impeachment inquiry today. President Trump saying there is nothing wrong with asking a foreign government to investigate corruption. He says he did that not for politics. All of this as House Democrats releasing new texts between the American envoy to Ukraine and his contacts, showing that ambassadors were working to persuade Ukraine to investigate the Bidens.
A president of the United States encouraging a foreign nation to interfere again to help his campaign by investigating Iraq is a fundamental breach of the president's oath of office.
The inspector general who brought the whistleblower complaint to Congress also on Capitol Hill for a second day of testimony.
This doesn't pertain to anything but corruption, and that has to do with me. I don't care about politics. I don't care about anything, but I do care about corruption.
The final text from that ambassador released today says the president isn't seeking a favor in exchange for something. New at 4, the number of vaping-related deaths up to now 20. Pennsylvania, the latest state today, reporting a death from lung disease they think is tied to vaping. The CDC also says there are now more than 1,080 probable cases nationwide of lung injury linked to e-cigarettes.
The CDC also releasing a new numbers today on a jump in measles cases, more than 1,200 in 31 states this year. That's the highest number since 1992. In spite of that, measles is still considered eliminated in the U.S. Well, we're on your side talking about how to help your pets live long and healthy lives. Here's Janice Rogers showing ways you can make their golden years the best ones yet.
Vision and hearing loss, lumps and bumps, many of the aging problems we share with our pets. And when our dogs get old, well, it's our job to take care of them just like they've cared for us. So here are some ways to care for your senior dog.
We loved them then and we love them now. But the average lifespan of our dogs is 10 to 13 years. But you may notice your furry friend slowing down at even a younger age.
Normal to slow down a little bit. They shouldn't be slow to get up from a lying down position because that's actually a symptom of arthritis.
Limping, weight gain, and refusing to jump are signs of arthritis. Medications can help, but as dogs age, it's critical to keep them at a healthy weight.
The more weight you get off, if you get them to a nice lean condition, the less weight they carry on their joints and the more they can bounce around and be happy.
Senior dogs need regular vet appointments, high-quality diets, light exercise, and accommodations such as ramps, rugs for slippery floors, and special bedding.
Making sure they've got a nice, thick, orthopedic kind of bed. And if they don't like lying on padded beds because they like the cool floor, you can get some of the Karunda beds that are a raised bed with a canvas kind of a hammock type style.
According to the American Kennel Club, small breeds live significantly longer than larger breeds. A Chihuahua lives for 15 to 17 years, for example, while a Great Dane only lives 8 to 10 years. Don't we wish we could keep them longer? Janice Rogers, WBRC, Fox 6 News on your side.
New on the 4, we love these videos. A U.S. Marine surprising his 2 young brothers at school. This video showing one of those surprises at East Elementary in Coleman. Look! Oh, that's priceless. The Marine had been stationed in Japan for 2 years. Lots of hugs to go around.
All right, time for Weather Every 6 with Chief Meteorologist JP Dice. And JP, we have been promising those cooler temperatures. Now we can almost reach them.
That's right, along with some rain, and that's going to come up over the weekend. We're seeing a little bit of that rain right now, mainly to the south of us. So let's look at first alert Doppler radar. So we have the rain to the south. We have a cold front back out to the west and northwest. Look at those temperatures. Omaha right now in the 50s. We're looking at Wichita in the 60s, and that line indicating the boundary between the warm air and the cold air that's going to be coming in by next week. What about the rain, though? All right, as we get into Sunday, this is 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, should be mainly dry. But notice what happens by Sunday afternoon, especially Sunday evening. We start to see some rain roll in, and it's a good chance of rain right on through Monday morning. This is the rain, the thunderstorms, if you will, associated with the cold front. This is going to fire up ahead of that colder air moving in. Now, it's not going to be dramatically cold, but it is going to be much colder than these record-breaking temperatures that we've certainly been dealing with. Here's what I'm talking about Tuesday morning. Down into the mid to upper 50s across much of the area. It may still be in the 60s west of Interstate 65. That's the morning lows. Our highs in the upper 70s on Tuesday with plenty of sunshine. Football forecast, UAB and Rice 89 degrees, kickoff 82, halftime only a 10% chance of rain for tomorrow. And we'll take a look at the forecast for Auburn and the University of Florida. Looks like a small chance of rain. Kickoff temperature coming in at 91 degrees. Our hour by hour forecast for tomorrow. We start off in the mid 60s, 30% chance. Afternoon storms 94 degrees. Our high temperature 88. On Sunday, 40% chance of rain. That rain chance on Sunday is mainly going to be during the afternoon and especially Sunday night right on into Monday. Notice our temperatures: 88 on Sunday, 80 on Monday, 77 degrees on Tuesday, 79 on Wednesday. Then we'll start to see the rain chances come back on Friday. You'll want to pay close attention to the rain, all those weather updates for the weekend on our WBRC First Alert Weather app. Back again in just a few minutes.
Shelby County, speaking of the drought JP's talking about, is seeing some of the worst of those conditions in our area.
Hannah Ward shows us how it is costing some business owners a lot of money to maintain their operations.
To keep flowers this pretty in October when it's about 95 degrees outside, it takes a lot more water. So nurseries in this area are seeing a big increase in those water bills. Plant shops in Shelby County are praying for some rain. Even places like pumpkin patches are hoping for cooler weather. One local plant shop actually waited for a while to get pumpkins to make sure they didn't go to waste in this heat.
So now we have pumpkins, but we're on the tail end of, a lot of people had them 2 weeks ago. So you're right, you know, with it being so hot, pumpkins can rot, but we hadn't seen anything yet. We just got a fresh pumpkin selection.
Gotcha.
But if it stays hot like this and no rain, we're gonna have pumpkin pie.
A large portion of Shelby County is under extreme drought conditions right now. In Shelby County, Hannah Ward, WBRC, Fox 6 News, on your side.
We're on your side with a WBRC health alert. Why you don't want to replace soda with juice next on the 4.
Eric Ellsman may not be your household name, but in the golf world, he is one of the top swing coaches. Now a new resume bump to prove it.
Well, some not so sweet news for juice-loving families like mine. Drinking fruit juice isn't necessarily better for your health than drinking soda. Harvard University researchers say all kinds of sugary drinks can increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. They recommend cutting down on beverages containing sugar, period, whether it's added or naturally occurring.
You run the 4 of Birmingham golf pro, now considered one of the country's top swing coaches. Eric Ellsman named 2019 PGA Golf Professional of the Year. Big honor. He's been teaching golf since he was 22 years old, worked with pros including Graham McDowell, Paul Dunn, even helped former Secretary of State Condi Rice with her game.
I think hard work. I've done it a long time. I've put a lot of energy, a lot of effort into it, a lot of enthusiasm, and I guess that was rewarded or acknowledged by my peers.
Big award for Ellsman. Congratulations. He'll get that award at a banquet in Orlando coming up next month.
Record-breaking hot temperatures. We're checking in with Walker County right now. It's 99 degrees. Big changes on the way. Rain, cooler weather. We'll have the lowdown on what you can expect. That's coming up with Weather Every 6.